Hi everybody, it's Christopher and welcome to Life's Not Over, It Just Looks Different on YouTube. In today's video, I want to talk about shopping as a person with sight loss. In the pre-pandemic era, you remember that, right? No masks, no arrows on the floor? Yeah, that one. Seems like forever ago, right? In that era, shopping already had certain challenges, depending on how familiar I was with the store that I was in to find the products I was looking for, whether it be the grocery store, the drugstore, or some other shop. And if I was in a store that was not familiar to me, then I had to employ other devices like my monocular to find the aisle that I was in. So I'd take it out and read the signs above me to say, okay, yeah, I want to be down that aisle, and then find the products I was looking for. And then I'd have to pull out my magnifier or my phone and turn on the magnification function in order to be able to find the actual product down that aisle. And in some cases, that can be a very challenging experience because, for instance, in the drugstore, I was once looking for some pain medication. I don't remember if it was Advil or aspirin or Tylenol, whatever it was, I don't remember. But I remember finding the area, and there were so many different variations of the same brand. There were different strengths, extra strength, regular strength. There were different variations depending on whether it was cold and flu or sinus headache or whatever it was that you needed these different things for. So I had to take out the magnifier and scan along and read every single one of them until I found exactly what I was looking for. So it presents certain challenges depending on where you are and what you're trying to find. When I first lost my sight, this service didn't exist. It has come along now, and there's a thing called Be My Eyes. And it's just one of a couple of different services that are out there that do this. But basically, you download the app, and it connects you with a sighted volunteer who can help you find things that you're looking for or help navigate around using the camera on your phone. And then they talk you through whatever it is that you're trying to, that you need their help finding. I haven't used that service because I like to be more independent. I like to find things on my own. Yes, it might take me more time, but in the end, it's a win for me when I find what I'm looking for. And it's a good feeling that I was able to do it on my own, because the next time I go into that store, if I need to find that same product, I now know where it was and where I found it. Unless they start moving things around in the store and changing the aisles, which has happened to me on a couple of occasions. That's a kind of a dirty trick to play on somebody who's vision impaired. But I don't know, I guess the store had a reason for doing what it did. One particular experience that I had in a drugstore that was a bit of a challenge was when I went looking for vitamin C tablets. Now, I will tell you that there's two things I love about shopping for vitamins. In the drugstore or the grocery store, wherever it is, the store proprietors and managers tend to be very good at putting them all in alphabetical order. Your vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, etc. So that's good. I appreciate that. And then the manufacturers of these vitamin products tend to also be very good at using really large font for the type of vitamin that you're looking for. So the vitamin C is pretty easy to find because I can read the letter C and it's nice large print. I don't need the magnifier or anything like that. So I thought. For pretty much my entire life, I had always known vitamin C tablets to be orange flavored. So you can imagine my horror and disgust when I purchased a bottle of vitamin C tablets, got home, opened it up, popped a couple in my mouth, only to discover that they were peach flavored. Ugh. With all apologies to anybody watching this who likes peach, I don't like the texture, I don't like the taste, I don't like peach. So I was horrified to find out that I had bought what actually turned out to be a bottle of multi-fruit vitamin C tablets. And that was not a very happy experience. I don't like to waste the money. I didn't want to give them away, so I did finish off the bottle very grudgingly. Every morning I'd get up and pop a couple of tablets in my mouth and kind of gulp them down to get it over with, so to speak. And since then, I've been much more careful when it comes to shopping for even vitamin C tablets. So while the C is nice and easy to read, I still take out my magnifier to make sure that it's orange flavored so that I don't have that problem again. One place where the pandemic has made shopping very difficult, or much more difficult, we'll call it that. Aside from the arrows on the floor, which are not always good color contrast, and I've occasionally gotten wrong and been told, hey, you're going the wrong way. Sorry, couldn't see it. One place that it's gotten particularly challenging is in the produce section. My grandmother always taught me how to pick good fruits and vegetables. You pick it up, you examine it, you're looking for bruises, you're looking for dents, dings, whatever. You're feeling the texture to make sure it's the texture you want out of that particular fruit or vegetable. But you can't do that in the pandemic era because we're all in a very touch-free environment now. And so you get frowned on if you sort of pick up more than one apple or more than one piece of fruit or vegetable. So this has become much more challenging for me with sight loss. And one particular story, I was in the grocery store and I was trying to find green peppers. And I looked around the produce area and I saw some stuff over there that was green, so I went that way and I'm like, yeah, okay, great. Reached down, picked one up, went to put it in the plastic bag, and as I was holding it in my hand, I realized that this is not a green pepper. This was a green apple. Well, I couldn't put it back because I didn't want to be frowned upon for, touching and then putting it back. So I bought one green apple. I continued to look around the section, and eventually I did find the green peppers and was able to successfully get the peppers that I needed, 2 or 3 peppers, but I also, on that shopping trip, ended up with 3 green peppers and 1 green apple, just because in this touchless era that we're in right now, I didn't feel like I could put it back without getting a fuzzy eyebrow from somebody. So that is one place where this has been a little more challenging. I'm looking very much forward to when life can get back to somewhat normal. I do still think that there's going to be a degree of hesitancy when it comes to touching products, and I think that people's personal space bubbles are probably going to sort of remain larger than they were before, that people are going to be sort of looking around at people who get close to them and being a little more cautious of that sort of thing. But I am encouraged by the idea that there are vaccines out there now. They are getting into people's arms. I'm not in the age groups that's getting the shots yet, but I'm getting close. So I'm looking forward to that. I will definitely get on board. And hopefully in another year or two, we can get back to more of a normal state like we had before. That is everything I wanted to say about today's subject of shopping with vision loss. I thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who watch these videos, and I hope you have a wonderful day.